An attack on Iran's embassy compound in Syria has once again ignited fears of a wider conflict. The Biden administration has been quick to say that it had no involvement or advanced knowledge of an Israeli strike on a diplomatic compound in Syria that killed a senior Iranian general. What is the biggest message there, and how could it lead to a regional war if it does? Our next report tells you more.
Amid simmering anger, emergency workers scour the rubble inside the Iranian embassy compound in Damascus. A day before, suspected Israeli warplanes bombed Iran's embassy in Syria, marking a major escalation in Iran's war with its regional adversaries. Iranians are vowing revenge. Tehran says the strike killed 7 military advisors, including 3 senior commanders. The target was top Revolutionary Guards commander Mohammad Reza Zahedi. He was a crucial figure in Iran's military operations in Syria and Lebanon.
Definitely, the Zionist regime knows better than anyone that such crimes and violating international law will have its response in an appropriate time.
We strongly condemn this criminal act carried out by the Zionist enemy, which led to the death of some innocent citizens who were passing by the street.
With a history of targeting Iranian interests in Syria, the Israeli government is neither confirming nor denying its involvement. The Americans have swiftly denied any knowledge of an Israeli attack on Iran. Monday's attack marks the first time Iran's embassy compound itself has been hit. Israel has also ramped up strikes in Syria against Iran's guards, as well as Hezbollah, the Tehran-backed Lebanese armed group. Both support Syria's government of President Bashar al-Assad. Tehran has a history of retaliating against Israeli attacks, often through its proxies like the Hezbollah. This could lead to a series of tit-for-tat attacks, potentially drawing in other regional powers and escalating into a wider conflict. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
We are now being joined by Adrian Calamel from New York. Adrian is a fellow at the Arabian Peninsula Institute and author of a forthcoming book on Hezbollah. Adrian, welcome to WION, and thank you so much for joining us. What are the potential implications of this attack on Iran's embassy compound in Syria, and how might it escalate tensions between Iran, Israel, and the United States?
Well, thank you for having me, first of all. I think this was, personally, everybody's worried about a widening war and an escalation. I think this is something that should have been done a while ago as far as the targets that were taken off the battlefield. You look at when the Americans had three service members killed, our response was, we broadcasted for 7 days that we were going to hit targets, and then we hit them, and then there was really no taking of people off the battlefield or their pawns, and no real taking of material off the battlefield. This sends a clear, direct message that to the Islamic Republic that we can reach out, we can touch you, we can hit you at your annex, and before you cry foul, the Islamic Republic, let's go through their history of hitting hitting embassies. They taken 1979 the U.S. embassy hostage crisis. You can look at the 1992 embassy of the Israel embassy in Argentina being bombed and obliterated, where it killed 29 people and injured hundreds more. They have a history of going after embassies. So this was a strategic strike to hit a key player who was a member of the Quds Force, who had the Lebanon file at one point, who was operating in Syria. And once again, they're using protected status buildings, such as an annex to an embassy, to coordinate their operations in against Israel.
Yeah, the question that no one is asking, at least at this point, is what were these IRGC commanders doing in the Iranian consulate in Syria in the first place?
Well, that's how they operate. That's how the Islamic Republic operates, whether it's an embassy in Damascus, whether it's an embassy in Iraq, wherever it may be. I hate to use the Khomeini term, but it's a den of spies and assassins. You have these embassies serve as nodes to coordinate, plan, attack. And in Germany, I'll even go back to, I think it was 92, the Mykonos incident. That was an assassination plot in Germany that killed 4 Kurdish dissidents, and that was all run through the Iranian embassy in Germany.
Yeah, fascinating. Right. Reminds me of the time when President Trump took out Qasem Soleimani and there was just this panic that all hell would break loose and nothing happened. Adrian, it was great talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.